Good morning. Atomic Hillbilly coming to you from a small town square in Lawrence County, Tennessee. It's about an hour, just an hour and a half south of Nashville, down at the Alabama line. This is the county seat. It is where the courthouse used to be, and I'll show you where that is in the center of the square in a little bit. But we're just going to do a walking tour today and show you what this square has to offer. It's a nice little square. I think you could spend a whole day here. There's plenty to do. Let's go look. I debated where to start this video, but I think we'll start with number 1, Public Square. It's an old bank building. I believe it's been converted into like a venue, public space usage. There is a restaurant next door called Society. If you want to have an event next door, Society will cater it for you. And they have outdoor seating. There are parts of this square that aren't quite how they should be. They're working on it. They've done a lot to this square over the last 10 to 20 years. Hollands Gifts and Drugs has been here as long as I can remember. I've been in this area about 20 years. Hi! This is a fun little gift store. They have, of course, a pharmacy. Let's see if I can see in the windows. Oh yeah. Some good window shopping. Some good indoor shopping. Great selection of gifts. Collectibles. Next to Hollands is Miss Millie's. They have gifts and they have a bridal registry. Again, some really fun local shopping. Who's ready for Christmas? I am ready for Christmas. I think as part of this video, y'all should comment in the comment sections on who has your favorite window display. The shopkeepers on the square really do some fun stuff here. Next up is our Weathers Brothers music store. Again, they've been here as long as I can remember. They do sell instruments, accessories, guitar picks, everything, and if you don't make your own music, you can buy a CD of other people's music here too. Really fun store though. Inside there's all kinds of historical stuff. If murals are your thing, there's a mini mural trail here on the square too, for you Instagram fans. Lawrenceburg has quite a bit of historical significance, in addition to the James Vaughan story with the gospel music and the School of Music. It's also a part of the path of Trail of Tears where the Cherokee tribe passed through downtown Lawrenceburg. We have crossed the street and are now in the southeast section of the square. This was the first corner that had the newest updates from the beautification projects. We're still in the works here. Some of these areas need to be planted and groomed a little better. But we're very excited how it's going to look when it's done. Resplendent is a boutique, has some beautiful clothing, great choices. You can spend some time in there. As we go on from Resplendent, there is a vintage downtown salon here. And then we move on to more boutique shopping at Mabry Designs. Yes, it's beginning to look like Christmas here in the square. Creative Designs is next. They have a double storefront here. They have Vera Bradley bags, they have kitchen stuff, home decor. more fun shopping. We close out this corner of the square with some more mundane things like attorneys' offices and wealth management offerings. But then when you turn the corner, this may look like a boring utilities building office, but it is also the home of our James D. Vaughan Museum. It's on the second floor, the third floor technically, because there's a lower floor. But you can call for hours. Pretty cool place to visit. All kinds of interesting local history, artifacts. The west side of our square is currently the hardest hit with our ongoing improvements. But the big green building is our local district attorney's office. They converted and refurbished that building, restored it. But here is the center of our square where our courthouse used to stand. We now have a tribute statue to David Crockett, a nice pavilion, and I'll show you at the other end there is a war memorial. Just a beautiful space. David Crockett did quite a bit in this area to formalize government and organization as this area settled. There's an additional memorial here dedicated to emergency service personnel, our first responders. Our local ones here are amazing. Amen. This is our Mexican War Monument. It has been here since the mid-1800s. They did some refurbishing to it in the late 1800s. That war memorial played a part in saving the courthouse during the Civil War. Lawrenceburg is on the Civil War trails. There were all kinds of historical battles and events that happened in this area. But when the federal soldiers came into town and burned the jail building down, they were going to burn the courthouse too, but the citizens pleaded with them to not. And because it was so close to the war memorial, that was their deciding factor. And they did not burn down that courthouse. On the side of the district attorney's office is a fun David Crockett memorial, great for photo backdrops. And then we proceed to our final corner of the square, my favorite, because it's where all the antique stores are. In the northwest corner of the square, there are a couple of good antique stores and a couple more shopping options. Carriage House Antiques. Next to that is Lawrenceburg Mercantile, a fun collection of vendor booths. No telling what you'll find there. Antiques, collectibles. If you're looking for breakfast or lunch and Southern cooking is your thing, I've heard the Square 40 offers a good meat and three. And on the other side of Square 40 is Gigi's Boutique, a favorite. They have all kinds of fun stuff. They have some good baby registries. Next up is New Moon Antiques, Arts, and Collectibles, another wonderful collection of vendor booths full of antiques. Oddly enough, the last place that I'm visiting, the last inhabited place on the square that I'm visiting, may be the first place you want to come in the morning. Southern Brew serves teas and coffees, and they also have some decor and gift items in there. This final corner on the square has sat empty for about as long as I can remember. Other people can remember coming in here and sitting at this soda fountain. It's just a little time capsule here in a corner on the square. Fun to look in the windows. If you can see way back there, that high upper shelf still has apothecary items from the old pharmacy up there. Well, I think you could plan a whole day here. Coffee, breakfast, lunch at Square 40, dinner at Society. You could revamp your wardrobe, do some picking, maybe buy low, sell high, maybe furnish your house. Lawrenceburg has a lot to offer. I would definitely recommend a day trip here. It's a fun time. Thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe, follow our channel. See you next time.